All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, KSM versus BONKY. Warriors Path, the new cap setup and everything else, as you all heard. Boggsy walk us through. So let's get into this. We've got KSM choosing to bring a Vermont. This is our first Kremlin that we've seen today.
Indeed.
And then we've got ourselves a Salem, a Stalingrad, another Salem, a Moskva, legendary module Moskva. We've got a legendary Kleber and a regular Daring, yep, and a legendary Gearing.
That is interesting, Zath.
Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, legendary Kleber essentially it trades its DPM, its gun DPM for concealment. So you're harder to spot. You can get closer to the enemy, but you can't blap as easily.
Quick look at the BONKY lineup. Opposing them from the south spawn here, Battleships Montana, Ohio, going full America for their big heavy hitters here. Fronted by 3 cruisers, a nice well-rounded mix there. Des Moines, Stalingrad, and a Venezia. And our first 4 destroyer lineup of the day, Zath. Shimakaze, Gearing, Daring, and a Kleber of their own. Now, let's have a peek at some of these destroyer builds. Daring build is a little odd because the captain skills have not been spent, but he does have modules, but he has no captain skills, so that's going to feel kind of bad.
Let's have COTS ready build. Here we go.
COTS ready build. Here we go. You can see by the way Merc and Jax's Des Moines are kind of snuggling up to each other. There's going to be some smoke going on there in a minute, and that is a UU, a legendary unique upgrade Gearing. And then let's have a peek at the Shimakaze. That's Delta. Yep, he's also running legendary mod there in slot 6. And that just leaves our generic Kleber, who's gone for a more standard build. He's running Fearless Brawler with range mod, so obviously more of a long-range pew-pew Kleber build there in the middle of the board.
That is correct. Now you can see the impact of that Kleber already going into A-cap. Oh, we're getting hail. Ganser there grabbing the A-cap quickly.
Going to be able to pick that up pretty much uncontested. The Des Moines radar too far back by several kilometers.
Yep.
Look how spread out these teams are, Zach. The cap formation just some of these it's like you have to split your fleet up into little penny packets and just hope.
Well, I mean, that's the result. We were talking about that earlier, right? Wargaming wanted to draw out the teams and force them to pick a side or, whatever. And that's what we're kind of seeing here.
Definitely working so far, working as intended. We'll see how it plays out over the course of the game.
That's why I think Kleber is such a strong pick, and the fact that it's not been limited is very interesting.
It's huge. It's a big deal on this map. Smoke Des Moines now going up over here in about G2. Merc leading Jax over towards the edge of the map. Going to bring that radar in. Are they in range of Ganser yet? They are not. They're very close, though. As now KSM picking up the B cap as well. They're going to start ticking up points very quickly here.
The problem with this play for BONKY is they have no way of knowing exactly where this destroyer is at A, because the destroyer already capped A. There's no reason for it to sit in A.
Yeah, there's no reason for him to stay there. But I think the point is to just bring the Des Moines in so that when Merc makes a play for the A cap, he's got support. At least that's my assumption. But Malakin's Moskva is lurking back there too, and I don't think they've spotted him yet.
No, I don't think so. A lot of slow, careful positioning by the destroyers in the middle, the Kleber and the 2 Darings.
Yeah, but here's the fear that I have is because they're down, they're not ticking up, BONKY's not ticking up any points right now, Zath, so there's only so long that they can delay this before it becomes an extreme problem for them. They're right now on the verge of going down 3 caps to none, which is going to cut this game timer down to like 4 minutes if they don't, this is going to sound worse than I mean to be, but if they don't pull the stick out. Like, look, they're so far back off the caps. They're playing so passively.
Yes.
You got to fight over these caps on this map or you're going to be, I mean, there we go. Three caps down now. 4 minutes on the timer. The time to make a play was 2 minutes ago. You're in trouble now.
Yep. And then Delph just got detected in the Shimakaze for a moment. So,
Sporkhead, I'm assuming, is a legendary Gearing back there.
Yes.
Yes,
he is a legendary Gearing.
So he and Delph have the exact same detection.
Yep.
I feel like BONKY just needs to go for it, Zath. They're going to have to take a risk. They're playing far, far too conservatively for a game that's over in 3 minutes.
Well, and like I was mentioning in previous, just about any tournament, right? At some point, you have to just simply say, guys,
W.
Just hit W.
Find
around,
find
and
the
go.
W. Find the W key and get in the game. I mean,
right.
They're doing a good job of sapping health from KSM, but it doesn't matter when the game's over in 3 minutes. They got to do something.
Yeah, Delpha keeps getting detected. I'm trying to figure out why.
There's the
radar.
Check out the Kleber, Zath. I thought maybe he was going to dive into this cap from the other angle, or maybe even do a suicide push against the KSM Kremlin, but he's not. He's turning out.
Waved off, it seems.
Yeah, he's waved off. Conga line torpedoes hunting John Stalingrad right now. Zath, look at this. Look at this. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, the northern one over here. Okay, I see it.
Beautiful kill on the Stalingrad north of B. That opens up the middle of the board, but they're still under 3 minutes. They've got to get somebody into a cap circle.
Now, can we just highlight for a second? That's the daring that has no commander skills whatsoever.
Yes.
He did that to the Stalingrad guys.
Yes.
This is why I always tell people, commander skills don't mean much. It's what you do with the ship as a player that's so important.
All right, Kleber and Daring. Chinese now very alone here in the middle of the map. Going to get double teamed. Let's see if they can get him off the board. They need to focus on getting the kill and bagging the cap. The Daring manages to dodge all the torpedoes very narrowly.
Amazing what happens when you have Hydro.
We're 2 minutes from a KSM win because BONKY has never even stepped on a cap, and we're 7.5 minutes into the game. They're gonna get the Daring. That's a huge kill.
Okay.
They've got to preserve the Kleber's health. They cannot afford to lose a ship this far down on points.
Yep. And now, there you go. The Daring is going into B cap.
I gotta say,
we have stepping on a cap.
Finally, I gotta say, Zath, I think they should already be pushing it A. They should already be pushing it A. They cannot push it C. They have to push A.
And you can see Merc is now trying to lay a smoke screen for Jax. Okay, that's fine, but Jax needs to hit W and go into the smoke screen.
100%.
But he can't because he's stirring on right now.
Yep. Still a 350-point lead for KSM here. I see him.
And look at the Kleber.
Yep.
64 hit points.
64 health for the Kleber. He cannot afford to get spotted by anybody. He is at least running. That's our legendary mod Kleber, right?
Yes.
Isn't he? Yeah. So he's at least got a decently low detection, as long as he avoids the edges of the map.
No, he's not the legendary.
Oh, he's not?
It's
okay.
It's Ganser. Yeah.
Yeah,
KSM
that's right. That's right. He was trying to play long range shooty. I remember now. Well, that's going to be tough.
Okay, Merc now getting into the A cap.
Finally into A.
Radar's available for Melican. There it goes.
There's the radar. Let's see if Ganser reveals himself. Melican has no shot. In fact, nobody has shots on Merc. Yep, Ganser's opening up. They're going for the reset.
Yeah, but look at Cavalry 69's Ohio.
Yeah, I was going to say, that should draw a tremendous amount of hate from both Jax and Cavalry. They don't get anything out of the initial salvos, though. Vermont salvo coming in for Merc. That misses.
I like that Ganser is going to be pushed off now.
KSM just trying to delay the A cap as long as possible.
Big hit on Merc there.
Yeah. But here's the thing, Zath. I think even on a single cap, they're going to win this game handily. If you're BONKY, you still have to bag a kill. Where are you going to get it?
So it's unfortunate, again, with the fog of war. Obviously, Team Red doesn't know what Team Green is doing unless they're just being spotted. Delpha runner Shimakaze, man, he'd have a field day with all these ships going in through that channel.
Well,
Sporkhead nearly dodging torpedoes.
He's tried the torpedoes, but he's been unable to get them. Oh no, the Kleber. Yeah, the Kleber got lit briefly. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Zath.
Tighten that sphincter there.
They know now they know where Sporkhead is now. Montana taking more shots at the Salem.
Nice hit on Swag. Look at that.
Yeah, big hits, but not enough to bag the kill. Now
Not enough, but I'll tell you, Swag is kind of stuck there. He can't really back up in time for the next reload.
Now, all of the work that BONKY did building up the health advantage starts to look like a good call. They've got about a 50,000 HP advantage. They're still upside down on points. They're about to go over 900 points now here for KSM. BONKY can't afford to lose a ship now. Losing a ship will probably cost them a game.
So another salvo hit Swag. Not enough. Swag did use his super heal.
If you're KSM, all you have to do is pull back and not die, and you win in 2 minutes.
So that's why I'm so surprised to see so many of them just funnel through that channel like that.
Well, but in there they don't necessarily have to worry about the torpedoes. Speaking of torpedoes, check out the Ohio and the ACAP, Zath.
I see them. I
think Ganser has done brilliant work here. He's going to land 5 of the 6. Wow. Well played.
Well, they got the ACAP. But that hurt.
That hurts big time. That takes that health advantage completely away from BONKY. 90 seconds from a KSM win here, which is where we've been forever, it feels like. Is it going to come down to the daring, maybe? It feels like he's trying to hunt Sporkhead. He's lit now, taking broadside AP salvos on the Salem.
Yeah, he was in a slap fight with him when you were talking about those torpedoes hitting the Ohio. And I think he's right now just trying to make Swag think that he's safe.
Yeah.
Because look at these torpedoes coming in.
I see that. He's got 60 seconds to land some of these torpedoes. He needs to probably land at least 2 of them to take this Salem out. They're trying to focus the Kremlin. These torpedoes are going to miss unless the Salem reverses direction. Nope, they all miss.
Yep.
They all miss.
That's why he was shooting. And he was trying to get Swag to move forward to get a shot on him.
Yep.
And there goes Merc, and that will be
That's it. That's all it takes. As soon as when you let them get a lead like that, man, I hate seeing that happen, Zaf, because I won't say it's predictable. That's not fair. But it leaves you no margin for error. No margin for error.
Speaking of no margin, the group, the RMN, do have only 2 bots. They do not have a full team.
Okay, so
we have 1 minute until TDF NACL. So I'm going to try to grab that real quick.
Yeah, hop over there and grab that, and we will get this done. Solid win for KSM though. Really well played. I feel like BONKY kind of. This is going to sound worse than I mean to be. It feels like BONKY let him win that game.
It does feel like that. It does. They haven't dropped yet.
Okay.
Oh.
Good. Keep there, and I will come join you.
Oh.